I have done it. Using diorite, one of the most hated blocks, guys, I've created an awesome build tutorial for you guys today. This is YoMeister238 if you guys don't know me already. Today I created a build tutorial. It's kind of, if I had to put into words, a fantasy cabin, but it looks really, really cool. If you guys do like this video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe, and shout out to your friends about my videos so that they can check out this glorious content that I've created as well. But with that said, I've used diorite to see what you guys see before you, and I hope you guys like it. But with that said, I think we're actually going to go ahead and just jump into the building tutorial block by block and show you guys exactly how to create this cool looking fantasy cabin house. Alright, so the very first thing we want to go ahead and do is establish a grid, which I did right over here, and as we look on the sign, it says it is 26 this way by 21 blocks this way. So now that we got that, let's get our materials for this first part, which is going to be spruce log, spruce planks, cobblestone, and diorite. Let's get our spruce logs and place the very first one, which is going to be the front left corner of the base, kind of like I usually do. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 blocks over, then 1, 2, 3 up, and place the log right there. Again, 3 grass blocks and 9 of this kind of grid-like block right there. Now that we got that, we'll actually go 2 over with our spruce planks right there, and we're going to pause because I don't know the exact measurements of this piece right here. So we'll just do 2 blocks there. Then right here we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and we will place 1 spruce log right there. Then we'll turn the corner and we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We'll place another spruce log, and now we're going to mirror this side right over here again, go by 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Place the log right there. And I don't know the exact dimensions of this piece right now, but we'll figure that out in just 1 second. So now that we got these 2 spruce planks right here, we'll get our spruce log out again, and we'll go actually just 1 diagonal, just like that. And then we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4 over. Oop, not on the ground, sorry. Before I forget, we don't actually want to put that down just yet. So we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks over, empty air spaces, and then we'll just put a spruce log there. We'll go 1, 2, 3, 4 over, place 1 spruce log, 1, 2, 3, 4 over, and I guess it met up perfectly right there. We got 4 blocks there and 2 blocks there, and as you can see, this is supposed to be air blocks between each of these spruce logs because this is going to be a raised part of the house, kind of a balcony sort of thing. So now that we got that, we'll raise each of our posts up by 4, so to make a total of 5. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we'll go ahead and just do that on every single post real quick. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 4, 5, almost there. And okay, sweet, we got that. So the next thing we want to do is we'll actually raise this part of the balcony real quick, and we'll just go around just 1 block above what we usually put for the spruce planks, and we just put spruce planks there, and we'll just wrap around just like this, real quick, real easy. It's not too difficult to explain, too hard. All right, so now that we got that, we can also get our cobblestone, and we'll do this real quick. This is just to make it look like this is actually sitting on a foundation instead of floating. We just wrap some cobblestone right around this area right here, creating a kind of, I guess, a U shape. And if we look over here, now you can see it looks like we got some foundation actually supporting this little bit of the extended building right there. So now that we got that though, we'll raise every single post, every single spot. We'll actually just raise by 2 or 1 spruce planks to make it a grand total of 2 blocks total. So go around the whole thing and do that real quick. Okay, and oop, I totally forgot to do these 2. Let me go ahead and do that real quick. And there we go. So now that we got that done, the very last part of this first part of the tutorial is just filling in everything with diorite, which again, we will eventually texture this and everything, but basically just go to the height of the post that we have for the time being and just raise and fill every single thing in with some diorite. So go ahead and do that as well. For this next part, all we will really need is spruce log and diorite. This next part is super, super simple. And the reason I'm building it this way today that we're doing this is just because I want to build it in chunks, and it makes it a little bit easier in my mind when I build it in just a lot of chunks and a lot of splits in the video. But let's go ahead and do it. So now that we got this whole foundation built and everything, we'll actually go up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more logs on each and every single corner. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 right there. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 right there as well. Now that we got that, oh, and I lied, we actually need some spruce planks as well. 1 more material, whoopsie. So now that we got that, we'll get our spruce planks, and instead of going up 2 like we did just down here, we actually change it up a bit. We go up 3 instead of 2. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 on basically every single spot that you possibly can. And then from there, we just go up 1, 2 with the diorite just like this, and we'll go across the entire thing just like that. And for this part right here, you might be a little confused on it, so I'll just show you. You just go over right there and still make it 1, 2, 3 high up around this entire thing, creating this next kind of rectangular shape. So go ahead and fill this in around this entire part. for this next part, we will be doing the smaller roof for this little portion that's jutting out of the house. So let's go ahead and get our blocks. It's going to be stone bricks, diorite, stone brick stairs, and stone brick slabs as well. So what we're going to do when we start doing this is first we will place one block right here on this side, and it's going to be symmetrical, so we can do this on either side if we would like. But right there we'll have a block, and we'll have a slab jutting out just like this on either side, and then we'll go up one more block right here and here. And I'm actually going to go ahead and pull it out one so we can go ahead and do the overhang as we do this as well. So I'll just pull each of these out one block just like so. And we'll put a slab underneath these two sides right here. So on this block right here, you can see it goes slab, bottom half slab, block, top half slab, and a block on top of that. Then we go up another slab right here and here. Then we go up 2 blocks, 1, 2, 1, 2. Then we go ahead and we do an upside down stair pointing inwards like this, upside down stair pointing inwards, 2 blocks on top with stairs pointing just like this. I did do that super quick, so if you guys have to rewind real quick just to watch it again, make sure you got it right. I understand, but I'll say it again real quick. It goes bottom half slab, then we got a block, then a top half slab with a block on top of that, then another top half slab with 2 blocks, an upside down stair, a block, and then a stair. Yeah, that sounds like a mouthful when I say it like that. But now that we got that, we'll start extending all these and going back towards the roof to complete the roof line. So right there, we extend the slabs. We'll extend these blocks right here. We'll extend these blocks right here. Then we'll go up 1, 2, 1, 2 like this all the way across. Then we will go ahead and extend this. We will have our stairs, and you'll know you did it right if these stairs meet up with this diorite layer right here. It should look like that if you are doing it right. And we'll do the exact same thing over here on this side. We can go ahead and extend these slabs over. Whoopsie, placed it on the wrong spot. Then we'll do that right here. We'll extend these blocks over. We'll extend these right here. And almost there. Then we just got this with the last part of the roof right here. And again, we will eventually texturize this and everything. Right now, I'm just trying to get the base of the whole thing done. But as you can see, this is what our roof looks like. It's perfectly symmetrical, and it looks really, really nice. Now that we got that, we'll fill this inner part right here with some diorite, which again, we'll texturize later. And that is pretty much this part finished, but we do want a window right here too. So we'll just break these 4 blocks right there, just to get the nice little window sticking out. And I think the next part we'll do is the patio that actually goes around this part. Let me go ahead and check, and I'll find out which part we're going to do next. Okay, so we have decided to go instead with the deck instead of doing the roof first. So let's go ahead and get our materials, which is going to be stone brick stairs, oak slab, and spruce fence as well. And we will actually be building on this grid right here, which is all right, because I'm going to get rid of the grid eventually, but we'll actually put some blocks on there. First, we want to get our spruce fence out, and what we're going to do is we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 out, just from this spruce plank right here, this spruce side. From there, we'll go around and make a little rectangle and enclose it just for the time being. And just like that, we got a nice little rectangular fenced in area. From there, we'll go ahead and start building the actual deck or canopy that goes over this area right here. So we're going to go ahead and on the 1, 2, 3, the third diorite block on the top half slab, we're going to put some oak planks going all the way across, just a line right here. And we'll actually have it go about 2 thick. So it will be just like this. From there, we'll actually have it become a little circular. So we'll go in 1 block in on either side, like so. Then 1 more block in on either side, like so as well. And you can see it's definitely starting to come together. From there, we'll get our spruce fence and we'll go up 1, 2, 3, and we will go down 1 oak slab since we need this to connect right here. And we'll do the same thing right here as well. So 1, 2, 3, and it connects very nice, making it look very flush. From there, we'll delete these 2 oak fence, or not oak fence, but spruce fence, so that we can actually have an entrance to walk into our house. And then we'll put some spruce fence up here just to enclose it and make it safe so that none of your children or I guess villagers end up falling off this if you have them in your house, or you know, just safety precautions. From there, we'll get our oak slab and we'll actually just go ahead and wrap around the entire house. So if we go 1 block over, we can just go ahead and start going all the way across the entire house and wrap around. This is just to break up the walls a little bit, add a little bit of extra detail. It makes it look really nice. So from there, we'll go right here. And as you can see, we have run into a little bit of a problem right here. So we'll replace this slab with an actual full block instead, just like that. That way it's flush with this nice little trim that we got going around the house, and it makes the whole thing look a lot nicer. So there's that. And now I'm going to try to figure out which part of the build we do next. So I have decided we will go ahead and work on the major roof. And guys, I hope I don't mess this up, because this is always the hardest part of my builds is the roofs. But let's go ahead and get into it. So we're going to get our stone bricks and stone brick slabs, and that's all we actually need for this entire roof. Of course, we will texture these up later and everything like that, but for the time being, that's all we actually need right there. So what we're going to do is, if we got this log right here, we'll actually go 2 blocks over like so, and then 1 slab down just like that. And then what we'll do is we'll have a slab on top of this block right here as well. So we got slab, block with a slab right there on top as well. Now on top of the spruce log, we'll actually go 1, 2 over like so. So we just got 2 blocks right there. Then we'll go up, we'll go over another one right here. So 1, 2 right there. Then we'll go up 1, 2, 3. Then we'll go over 1. And then we'll go up 1, 2, 3. We'll go over 1 and then go up 1. Just like that, and that should be how big the roof is. Let me go ahead and get a temporary block real quick just to make sure we got the right height. If you go up from the center of this build, we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It should be exactly 7 blocks high, so I did do it right. Whew! You guys congratulate me down in the comments, okay? Because that was a tough thing for me to memorize. But now that we got that, we can do the other section of the roof, which again, I'll do just to show you guys. Just to make it simple and just so you guys can know exactly how to do this. It is symmetrical though. So right here, we'll go 2 blocks out with 1 slab down right there. We'll go ahead and put 1 slab on top of this block right here. Then we'll go 1, 2 blocks over. We'll go up 1 over 1. Then we'll go up 1, 2, 3 over 1. 1, 2, 3. And as you can see, we have met perfectly in the middle. This is exactly how the roof looks, and I am proud of myself that I was actually able to do that. Now that we got that, we can go ahead and extend it 1 over real quick. So if we extend this block over, this one over, we'll just go ahead and do that actually on every single block real quick. So let me go ahead around the perimeter of this, extending everything out just 1 block, and then we'll pretty it up a little bit because some of the trim doesn't look just right on the very outer edge. I'll show you guys what I mean in just 1 second. So we got that, and there we go, that slab right there. As you can see right here, it does look a little thin though. This is what I was talking about, how the trim doesn't look exactly right. So to fix that up, we'll actually just add 1 slab here and 1 slab right there. And judging from this, I would say it actually looks pretty darn good. I'm kind of happy with how that turned out. So we'll go ahead and get our diorite, and we'll actually, which I lied, we did need this material as well. And we'll just go ahead and start filling up the interior right here, like so. And 1, 2, 3 right there as well. Now, the nice part about this roof is that it is perfectly symmetrical, which means if we just get our blocks and go straight on over like so, we can go ahead and do that across the entire roof. So that is one of the nice parts about having a symmetrical roof like this. And once you get to this edge, just duplicate this side that we did right here, this hanging edge. So I will go ahead and I will begin duplicating this entire roof and extending it all so that we get the entire roof completely finished. Before we proceed on to the next part of this build, I would like to apologize real quick. I noticed right here when I was building that I didn't explain this part very thoroughly, but basically what you want to do is just go over this roof. I didn't realize that these 2 roofs actually collided. So basically what you want to do is just leave this one alone and make it morph, make it kind of fit into the way this shape of the roof goes. And the way I did that was I just added some slabs right here where the stairs connected right there. And right here, I just replaced these blocks with solid stone brick blocks so that the whole roof just looks kind of flush. So that's what I did there. Now with that apology out of the way, what we can go ahead and do is the next part of the roof, which is kind of like the window, the dormer window that we got. So we got spruce logs, spruce planks, stone bricks, diorite, stone brick slab, spruce slab, diorite slab, spruce trapdoor. Plentiful amount of materials, but we actually do need all these materials, so it works out perfectly. So now what we're going to do is we'll get our spruce planks out, and on this diorite level right here, we'll go 1, 2, 3 over, and we'll place 1 spruce plank, and we'll go out 3 with that. So 2, 3 like so. We'll go 2 blocks over, and we'll do the exact same thing over here. And then from there, it's just a little bit of symmetry. We place 1 spruce plank here and here, then 1 spruce slab here and here as well, like so, to create these little arches that we got going on. Now that we got that, we can actually go ahead and get rid of this little section because this is where the window is actually going to go ahead and go. So I'm going to go ahead and break all those blocks right there so that we can create the little dormer window that sticks out of the roof. So now that we got that, we'll go ahead and we'll get our spruce logs out and we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4 up, 1, 2, 3, 4 up on either side like so. We'll get our diorite, and for the time being, we might have to break some of this diorite a little bit later on. I'm not exactly sure if we will or not, but we can just go ahead and fill in the walls right now just so we can get an establishment of how the house is actually going to go ahead and look. So with that said, we can put 2 diorite here as well, and we're going to have 3 high windows. So if we go 1, 2, 3, put a temporary block right there, that's where the second piece of diorite is going to go, just above like so, creating this nice little house right here. And I guess we can add this detail as well. We can just add the trapdoors because this gives a bit of an extra oomph. It makes the build look a little bit nicer. With that said though, we can also get the diorite slabs and put 1, 2 there, 1, 2 there underneath so that we get this nice dormer window shape starting to form. Okay, now comes the actually kind of tricky part. If we get our stone bricks and go on this layer of the very top spruce log right there, we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 out, and then we'll get our slabs right next to it and do the exact same thing. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 out, and we'll do the same thing over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, get our slabs, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like so. Now we'll layer on top of that right here. We'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 over, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 over as well. And then we'll just fill in this top right here with stone bricks as well, creating this nice looking dormer shape that we got right there. So with that now, we can go ahead and we'll extend each of these out 1 block real quick. So that's 1 with the slab, 1 here, 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 all the way around, and 1 with the slab as well. And in between each of these gaps, if we look at the kind of side of the roofing, you can see right over here, we made it a little bit thicker so that it didn't look like it was fractured or broken. And we'll do the same thing over here. Basically, we'll just put a slab here, here, and then 2 right there as well. And you can see for the most part, we actually got this dormer window kind of complete, but there is one more section that we have to do. So we should have 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks of space. So if we go 1, 2, 3, I believe, 1, 2, 3, like so, you can see that the roof is really starting to come together right there. And then we'll just put 2 blocks on top right here. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we can see we got this roof right here, this lining kind of right there. And I believe that might actually just be about it with the finalized. Oh, actually, there's a few more details and stuff that we have to add. So I'll go ahead and check in and see what we're going to do next. We might build the chimney. I don't know exactly what we're going to do. I'll check on it and find out for you guys. Okay, so we did make some changes, and I would ask you not to freak out. I know it looks like I did a lot to this build, but really, I didn't do too much, and I'll explain each and every single step that I did. Okay, so for the very first story right here, we did add a doorway, and the way we did that is if we go 1 block over and 1 down, you got the door right here. We got 2 trap doors going 1, 2, 1, 2. We've got the spruce stair leading down 1 step, the spruce plank right there, and then the door on top of it. And obviously, I haven't actually cleared all this out yet. And for this build, I'm not exactly sure why I actually wanted to go ahead and go 1 block down. I guess I just wanted more space in this already pretty big house. But as you can see, you would need to clear out all these blocks and stuff. But I did go 1 block down, and that's how I created this doorway. I also put an upside down stair above the doorway as well to create this nice little bit of detail. Over here, we did the same thing over here, and I will eventually do this garden part that I don't have currently just yet, but we will work on that in just a second. So what we got for here is pretty much the exact same doorway, the same concept, except with 2 doors, and I actually messed this up. We want that to be 2 upside down stairs. So we got 2 spruce planks, 2 spruce planks. We go down 1 block, another spruce plank right there. And obviously, once again, you enter into this kind of area right here, which, let me provide a platform for me, is going to be the very first floor of the house. We got 2 spruce doors along with 2 upside down stairs right above it like so. Just a nice little detail right there. The next detail we added was we added these 2 windows, and as you can see, I used black stained glass pane for this build. Throughout the entire thing, I used this color of glass stained pane because I think it looks the best. So right there, I put a window right there, 1 by 2, 1 by 2 window, and they're each separated by 3 blocks in the middle. Next detail I added, I got this spruce fence, and on each side of the house, I went up 1, 2, it looks like 1, 2, 3, 4 up. So I went ahead and did that on each and every single side. Then right here, I actually created a little bit of a flower garden station, which I thought looked really, really pretty, really nice. So the way I did that is I just went 1, 2, 3 blocks down from this block right here, and I added a spruce plank with 3 grass in the middle, and then trap doors covering the grass block so that we can place some plants up here eventually. But I think that looks really, really nice as well. And you can see I got the fence on either side. It is symmetrical. And then for this type of window, we did this on both front sides. If you go 1, 2, 3, 4 from the top, it's actually a 1 by 3 window with 2 brown banners on either side for some shingles or some things on the sides. If we do this, we just place 1 banner here and 1 banner right below it, and you can see we get this nice, cool looking blowing shingles, or not shingles. I don't know exactly what they're called. It's not coming to me right now, the word, but you guys know what I'm talking about. So we got that right there. And then another detail is that I filled in this glass right here, and we did have this chimney as well. And real quick, I did fill the glass in this one as well with black stained glass paint. So now that we got that, we can go ahead and move on to the chimney. And the way we built the chimney is if we go on this block right here, it is a stair block. From there, if we go straight forwards on this block right here, this used to be a slab, so it used to look like this, but I went ahead and extended it up 3 blocks. And for the chimney, currently it is just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 diorite tall, and then it's just a nice little cross right here. So you can see we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then right here we got 1, 2, 3, 4, actually, because it is 1 block up. Then we got some diorite walls. We went 1, 2, 3 up. We went 1, 2 up right there. 1, 2, 3 up. 1, 2 right there. And eventually, I will put a campfire in here so that smoke actually comes up from the chimney, making it look like a real chimney. But you can see that's all we actually did for this extra detail right there. And then the last detail I would say I did is I added this window right here, which is just a 1 by 2 kind of flat. It's just 1 block away from the spruce plank right here, or spruce log. So if we go 1 over, we got 1, 2 window right there. And then we got another spruce door right here that leads into one of the floors, one of the mini floors on the house that we got going on. But basically, Whew, that is a mouthful, and that was that's all we have for the extended details right there that I did on my own. And the only reason I did them beforehand was so that I would actually be able to remember them and tell you guys each and every single one of the details we add. With that said, let's move on to building this next garden kind of part of the house. Okay, so the garden that we have on this side is actually super simple, so let's go ahead and jump into it immediately. We do need some spruce leaves along with a hopper as well. So the way we do this one is if we get our spruce leaves and we go over on this spruce plank right here, we'll place a block. We'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Place a hopper with 2 spruce leaves on top like so. Now we'll get our spruce leaves. We'll go over to this corner right here, and on the spruce log we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We will place 1 hopper, and then we will go up 2 leaves as well, and we will go ahead and start trying to meet in the middle. So if I place 1, 2, 3 here, 1, 2, 3 here, maybe another one and another one, you can see right there that they do eventually kind of line up, and there's a 3 gap in the middle. So what we do next is if we go 1, 2, 3 up on either side, 1, 2, 3 like so, we'll go ahead and actually make it go 4, I believe. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we'll go in one, and then we'll just go over the top like so, creating this kind of leafy arch right there. And that should be about it. There is a lot more detail, as you can see, that is missing from this house, and I will show it in the next part. I'm not actually going to show me building it on screen though. I'm just going to explain what I did and show you guys all the flowers and stuff like that that I put down and all the very minor details. But this is basically the most of the house pretty much done. You could add some more texture and stuff like that, but I'm going to show that in the next clip that I do. And then I think we should be about done with the tutorial. So let's go ahead and do the texturing along with the flowers, and I'll show you how I arrange them and everything. Let's jump into that next part. Okay, so now we have gone ahead and pretty much finished up this entire build. And I did forget to delete that one yellow concrete right there. But basically what I did in the very end, let's go over some details that I did. So obviously you could see with spruce leaves, I did go a little crazy by adding some bushes and whatnot around the house. I added this kind of ivy that goes around the side of the house, making it look a lot nicer, a lot prettier. So I did add this going around the entire house, and you can see over here, over in the little garden that we have, I did actually add some bushes and make this a little bit bulkier and add some here and there. A little bit of ivy going over this top of the roof right here as well. Just creating, I don't know, just this very eccentric, cool looking look to it. And I did have some ivy bushes going around here as well, curving pretty much around the entire bottom of this house. I also went ahead, this is kind of random, but I got these spruce signs, and on the second block right here, I just went across right around this house right here. Not exactly sure why I did that, but it's a cool little detail. I like it, and so we keep it. And what we did also is we hid the cobblestone that was under here, which I actually did transform the cobblestone a little bit into gravel and stone. You don't really have to do that since they're not as well seen, but I did transform them and then cover them over with leaves so you can get the sense that there is a foundation behind the leaves that you can see through right there. The next thing I did was texture the walls. So the way I textured the walls is I would get stripped spruce log and spruce planks, and I would just intermittently put them down, mix them up, try to make them look good. And I did that for pretty much every single layer. You can see right here, there's some spruce logs mixed in with some spruce planks as well. All around this entire build, I just kept mixing that up right around. And for the diorite, the walls, I did put a mix of white concrete, polished diorite, and regular diorite, and I had that go around the entire build as well, just mixing it up to make it look a little bit nicer and have some texture to it as well. For the fireplace, or the chimney, I didn't actually go ahead and mix up the diorite with the white concrete and stuff, just because we only have diorite walls. I didn't want to have to put white concrete there as well. So I did actually just use diorite and polished diorite, and I forgot, but I can do it right now. I will actually go ahead and put one campfire in here so that we can get some smoke coming out of the chimney for a little bit of a finished effect right there. There we go. That is looking very nice. That adds so much to it right there. Okay, then what I also did for the actual posts themselves, I did actually mix in some dark oak logs with the spruce planks we had itself, just to give it even more texture, to make it pop out even more. I'm really liking the way it looks, so let's continue with the texturing. What we did next is where we had the ivy actually wrapping around the house, which wasn't everywhere, it was only in these spots right here. I did replace the stone bricks with mossy stone bricks or mossy slabs or stairs, depending on what type of block was right next to the mossy, next to the leaves. Right here, I could actually replace some right here as well to fix mix that up a little bit. But yeah, I did that. And then I also got some cracked stone bricks as well, and I placed them every once in a while, just trying to texture up the roof and make it not look so bland and so boring to look at. And another thing we can do with that as well is vines. As you can see, I added a lot of vines going around this entire house, just here and there, everywhere, just trying to make it look pretty nice, pretty good. So I went ahead and I did that. And as you can see, that's how the build kind of started coming together. A little minor detail that I forgot to mention is these trapdoors. I just put 2 right here to complete this kind of arch that's supporting the dormer window right there. But I did go ahead and do that. And you can see I did even the detailing with the wood and everything and the diorite walls and stuff like that. I just did it every single section of the build. So make sure to go ahead and do it around every section of the build. Another minor detail is I had 2 cauldrons on either side with 2 of the leaves going up, just like that. And then I had a field of flowers, just a mix of the taller flowers. I don't know what these are called, but I can check real quick. They are rose bushes, lilacs, and peony. I'm probably saying that wrong. But yeah, I just intermixed those flowers right there. I added some grass path going down the middle. And over here, I did put more flowers down in this section right here. And then on these rails, the reason I had this trim in this first place was so that we could add a lot of potted flowers and stuff like that going around the roof, just for some more color to make this very, very colorful and very pretty build as well. And I did put some flowers in this little hanging garden thing that we got right here going on too. So that turned out pretty good as well. And then I think that should be just about it. Real quick, I'll give you just a little bit of another spin around. You guys could always watch the replay mod in the very beginning that captures this kind of swivel, but that's basically what it should be looking like. It's kind of up to you guys. I don't want you guys to put it down exactly block per block, you know, going, okay, that's 1, 2 right there, 1 right there. I want you guys to just kind of do your own and try to make it look good. But with that said, that actually is just about the end of the video. I am not going to do an interior for this one just because I don't have enough time right now, and because I want you guys to also be challenged to do your own interiors as well. With that said, if you guys do end up desperately wanting an interior done for this, I can go ahead and do that, and I will. But that is just about the end of the video. I hope you guys did like this. If you do, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. Recommend to some friends, maybe if you want to tell them about this video and about YoungMikester23 and what creations he does and everything. But with that said, that pretty much is this build done. I hope you guys enjoyed, and as always, have fun playing Minecraft. Enjoy it while you guys are still in isolation. If you're still in isolation, I don't know, people are starting to let up on that stuff. But with that said, I'll see you guys in the next video, and ciao.